The next few paragraphs deals with the property maintenance, inspections, and these are extremely important. And I'm glad we're talking about this for you to clearly understand. And we're going to talk about both the as-is contract and the standard contract. Under both contracts, a seller must and has a duty to maintain the property in the same conditions that existed as of the effective date. So that does not change between either one. Paragraph 12 deals with the property inspections and the notice of cancel. Under the as-is, a buyer will have X number of days. Please use 10 or 15 days in order to give buyer plenty of time to get those inspections done, in order to order whatever inspections the buyer deems necessary. And if buyer deems those inspections not necessary, deems those results unacceptable for any reason whatsoever, then the buyer can give notice to the seller and terminate the contract. Under the standard contract, a buyer has an inspection period of which they have to use a professional inspector, and then when they get the inspection back, the buyer must go through that to determine what items on there, if any, that the seller is obligated to fix. And the seller is obligated to fix those certain items that are material or warranted, not cosmetic, up to the repair limit. The repair limit is whatever amounts, 1.5% or dollar amounts that you reflected in the closing cost section if you use the standard contract. The seller has to do this. If not, they will be in default, and the buyer can force them to do that. If the repairs are greater than the repair limit, then the seller can either elect to repair those items, or the buyer can elect to repair those items. And if the buyer doesn't elect to repair those items, then the seller or the buyer can terminate. Either way, written notice needs to be given to either party all along the way on these milestones. The secondary inspection is called a walkthrough inspection. On the day of or the day before closing, a buyer must be given an opportunity to do a walkthrough. That the limitations of the walkthrough are that to confirm that the seller is out or that the seller has completed the required repairs. A buyer cannot raise any new issues that were discovered back in the inspection period. Under the as-is contract, a seller must give cooperation to close out permits, but they don't have to do it themselves. Under the standard contract, a seller must close them out themselves at their cost up to the repair limits.